There is a divine reason you feel a sudden shift inside you. Archangel Michael has touched something in your spirit. Your breakthrough is near. My radiant soul, do you feel it? It's sudden stirring deep inside you. The trembling sense that something unseen has moved through your spirit. This is not your imagination. This is not random emotion. This is Archangel Michael, moving with divine precision, touching the very core of your being. When the Archangel's presence brushes against your soul, it awakens what has long been asleep. It stirs the ancient promise that heaven once whispered over your life. For days now, the air has felt heavier, sacred, almost electric. That's because the spiritual atmosphere around you is shifting. The old layers of delay, confusion, and exhaustion are being peeled away. The divine realm has initiated a reset. And Archangel Michael, the mighty protector of light, is standing beside you, ensuring that nothing and no one interferes with your breakthrough moment. You may have noticed strange signs lately, sudden bursts of emotion, unexpected peace after chaos, chills when you pray, or a deep desire to let go of certain things. These are not coincidences. This is Michael's sword cutting cords that were never meant to remain. The shift you feel inside is a signal, heaven's way of saying, you are being prepared. Listen closely, beloved soul. Every time your heart beats faster for no reason, every time your eyes well up without warning, that's the Spirit calling your attention. Something powerful is aligning. You are entering a new spiritual frequency, one where divine timing and destiny meet. Archangel Michael has been waiting for this window, because your name has just been spoken in the courts of heaven. This inner shaking is not destruction, it is activation. The light is reconfiguring your path. The walls you thought were closing in are actually breaking open. You are not losing your stability. You are gaining your wings. Michael is commanding the angels assigned to your life to bring forth the long-awaited release. Before you rush away, pause for a moment, because what comes next will reveal why this divine shift happened now, and what message heaven is urgently trying to deliver through this sacred encounter. Trust me, you will not want to miss this. Type "I feel the shift" in the comments if this message resonates with your soul. Blessing code 1101 is now released. Beloved heart of light, the moment you felt the shift within you, the heavens recorded your response. The tremor inside your spirit was not just emotional. It was a spiritual signal acknowledging your readiness for what is coming. Archangel Michael's hand does not move by accident. Every time he touches a soul, it marks a turning point in that person's destiny. Something in you has crossed from waiting to awakening. You may not fully see it yet, but your name has just been placed on a list written in celestial fire, the list of those chosen for divine realignment. There has been a deep stirring in the spiritual realm, a kind of holy tension. The angels have been standing in position, waiting for the precise moment when heaven's decree would align with your heart's readiness. That moment is now. When Michael touches your spirit, he does not come empty-handed. He brings revelation, protection, and breakthrough. You might begin to sense memories resurfacing, old wounds coming to light, emotions you thought were gone returning with strange intensity. You not fear this cleansing. It is a sacred detox. Michael's sword separating what must go from what must grow. For so long, you have felt cycles repeating, like time itself was trapping you in the same emotional patterns. You prayed, you believed, yet something seemed to hold you back. But now, that invisible resistance is breaking. The shift you feel is heaven reconfiguring the order of your life. Old energy is being expelled, new assignments are being installed, and what once drained you will no longer find access to your spirit. Archangel Michael is not only a warrior of light, He is also a spiritual architect. He rebuilds what the enemy tried to dismantle. Perhaps you have felt restless lately, as if you are standing between two worlds. That's because you're standing at the threshold of transformation, where the old self cannot go any further, and the new self is being birthed. You are shedding spiritual skin. You are being positioned to carry a greater frequency of divine power. Even the relationships around you may begin to shift. Some people will fade, others will suddenly reappear. Do not fight it. Every person being moved in or out of your life is part of heaven's design to make room for destiny connections. The Archangel's message for you is clear. Do not resist the rearranging. What looks like loss is often realignment. What feels like emptiness is preparation. You are not being broken. You are being refined for the next glory. Michael's wings are hovering above your home, sealing it with heavenly authority. His touch on your spirit is heaven's confirmation that your long-awaited breakthrough is in motion. Wait for it, because in the next unveiling, you will discover what hidden covenant Michael was sent to activate in your life, and why this timing is not accidental. There is something ancient and powerful being remembered in your soul right now, and when it rises, nothing will look the same again. Type "I receive my activation" in the comments if this is stirring your spirit. Blessing code 2244 is now live. My chosen one, the transformation has already begun, though you may not fully perceive it yet. The sudden stillness in your mind, the unexpected clarity in your heart, these are confirmations that Archangel Michael has taken charge of your spiritual atmosphere. Heaven is aligning your inner world before your outer world shifts. Every thought, every whisper, every unspoken prayer is now being gathered and refined into divine strategy. You are being repositioned for divine manifestation. There was a moment not long ago when you felt weary, questioning whether all your waiting had meaning. You wondered if your prayers were falling into silence. But now, that silence is breaking open like dawn after a long night. Archangel Michael is moving with purpose, dismantling spiritual blockages that once kept your blessings delayed. He is sweeping through the corridors of your destiny, declaring, "Enough." Every spirit of delay, confusion, and fear is being dismantled. You are stepping into a timeline of accelerated favor. You might notice that you are being drawn to solitude more than usual. Do not resist it. Solitude is sacred space, the workshop of heaven. When Archangel Michael moves near, he silences the noise of the world so you can hear divine instruction clearly. He is preparing your inner sanctuary to host higher frequencies of truth and revelation. Pay attention to the small signs, an unexpected conversation, a dream that feels more real than life, a number sequence appearing repeatedly. These are not random moments. They are coordinates on the divine map, guiding you toward your breakthrough. The shift you feel is a preparation for a divine unveiling. Something hidden is about to be revealed, something you once prayed for but forgot. The prayers that seemed unanswered were not denied, they were being matured. Heaven delays nothing that is ready, and now, your spirit has ripened. The reason you sense the sudden internal expansion is because the spiritual container within you is stretching to hold what God is about to pour. The blessing is heavier than you imagined, and Michael's role is to ensure it doesn't crush you but lifts you. Archangel Michael speaks now. You will soon understand why every delay was mercy, why every battle was training, and why every silence was divine strategy. You are not behind. You are precisely on time. This message is not just comfort. It is confirmation that you have entered the season where heaven will manifest publicly what was built privately. Your voice, your vision, your calling, they are all being amplified for divine purpose. Before you look away, hear this clearly. What happens next will determine how your destiny unfolds. Heaven is preparing to expose a hidden truth that connects directly to your breakthrough. Stay attentive, because revelation often arrives disguised as interruption. Like this message, then light up this mission by liking this video, sharing it with someone who needs to hear it, and commenting your testimony below. Every comment is an echo of faith that strengthens the vibration of light across this platform. And if you have not yet subscribed, now is the time, so you never miss the divine release meant for you. Type "I am in alignment" in the comments if this speaks to your soul. Lesson code 3333 is now open over your life. Child of light, when you give into this divine mission, you are not just supporting a channel. You are releasing light into the world. Your seed becomes the flame that carries God's word into hearts that are still in darkness. Every act of giving is like sowing into eternal soil, and the harvest is not just yours, but heaven's. Archangel Michael guards those who give with pure intention. He multiplies their provision and covers their homes with protection. I invite you personally, let your generosity become worship. When you release your offering through Super Thanks, channel membership, or through the PayPal link in the description, you are partnering with heaven itself. Your giving is not donation, it is declaration. Release it now, and may the oil of increase flow over your life in Jesus' name. My awakened soul, this moment in your life is sacred. The trembling you feel deep within is not anxiety, it is recognition. Your spirit recognizes what your mind has not yet understood. The divine shift taking place inside you is the sound of heaven remembering your name. Archangel Michael has not only touched your spirit, he has unlocked something ancient, something that was written about you long before your first breath. That sudden awareness, that subtle pull toward purpose, it is your destiny coming alive. For so long, the heaviness around you was not just circumstance, it was spiritual pressure. The enemy tried to weigh you down so you would never rise to this moment. Every distraction, every emotional storm, every delay was designed to make you question your worth. But Michael's appearance in your energy field means those barriers are finally crumbling. The sword of truth has struck the ground. The atmosphere around your soul is clearing, and divine light is reclaiming the territory once clouded by confusion. You are stepping into the version of yourself that heaven always saw. Some of you are feeling sudden waves of emotion, crying without understanding why, laughing after long sadness, feeling bursts of inspiration that seem to come from nowhere. This is the recalibration of your spiritual frequency. The divine realm is tuning your heart to match heaven's rhythm. You are being synchronized with divine timing. Every emotion is purposeful. Every tear is a key unlocking new clarity. Archangel Michael is teaching you to listen differently, to perceive not just with your senses but with your soul. You are entering a new language of the Spirit, where even silence carries revelation. This shift will also begin to manifest physically. Doors that were once shut will open without effort. Conversations that were delayed will suddenly happen. You will meet people who feel strangely familiar because your spirits have known each other before this lifetime. Divine alignments are taking place. The timing is no longer random. It is prophetic. Every step you take now will echo with meaning. Heaven has gone before you to prepare encounters, opportunities, and breakthroughs. Your only task is to walk in faith and not second-guess the unfolding. Archangel Michael whispers, the path ahead has already been cleared. Fear is the only fog left to break. So release fear. Release doubt. Every moment you choose peace over panic, light over anxiety, you are strengthening your spiritual armor. Michael's wings now cover you like a shield, ensuring that no harm comes near your purpose. The divine touch that awakened your spirit is still moving, righting the energies around you to favor your ascension. Before you move away, hear this. What comes next will reveal the mystery behind why you were chosen for this awakening at this exact time. The answer is closer than you think. It's already hidden in the next divine encounter you're about to face. Trust this flow, because heaven is about to confirm everything. Type "I am awakened by light" in the comments if your spirit feels this truth. Blessing code 4590 is now breathing over your destiny. Beloved keeper of light, the transformation you are experiencing is not meant to be comfortable. It is meant to be complete. The trembling in your spirit is the echo of a higher realm calling you into alignment with your divine assignment. Archangel Michael's touch has not only awakened you, it has marked you. You have been set apart for a purpose greater than the life you once knew. The patterns of your past no longer fit the garment being woven around your destiny. You are being redressed in spiritual authority. In the unseen world, angels are reorganizing the flow of your life. You may have noticed that people, habits, and even desires are falling away effortlessly. What once mattered now feels meaningless. That's not loss, it's purification. Archangel Michael is pruning your path so your spirit can carry more light without interference. This pruning is the divine act that happens before promotion. Every detachment is a sign that heaven is preparing to trust you with something heavier, an assignment, a revelation, or a mantle you once felt unworthy to carry. You have cried long enough for clarity, but now heaven answers not through explanation, but through transformation. This season is not about understanding everything. It is about trusting the direction of the wind. When the spirit moves, it rarely sends advance notice. It simply shifts, and you must move with it. Michael's message is simple yet profound. Follow peace, and you will find your power. Peace is not passive. It is a weapon that silences the enemy's noise. You are entering a chapter where divine acceleration will overtake delay. Things that once took years will unfold in weeks. The angels of breakthrough are already positioned in your timeline, ready to push divine plans forward once you take the next obedient step. Archangel Michael stands as guardian to ensure that no demonic interference disrupts your momentum. The same power that once parted the Red Sea now works behind the scenes to part your obstacles. Heaven's machinery is moving in your favor. But the Spirit warns gently, do not allow familiarity to dull your awareness. The next signal may not look supernatural. It may arrive through a casual conversation, a decision that seems small, or an inner nudge that feels uncertain. That's how heaven hides destiny in plain sight. Trust your discernment. Your intuition is now tuned to angelic frequencies. The moment you obey what you sense rather than what you see, the realm of the miraculous opens. Archangel Michael is whispering again. You are closer to fulfillment than fear is willing to admit. That means your breakthrough is not in the distance. It is in process. Every alignment is happening right now as you read these words. The reason you feel pressure is because light is being born inside you. It's the holy weight of destiny stretching your capacity for more. Do not resist this. You are being forged and not broken. Hold steady, because the next revelation will unveil the first visible sign of this divine transformation in your physical world. You are about to see proof, undeniable, unmistakable proof, that heaven has intervened. Wait for it, it's already on its way. Type "I am ready" for my proof in the comments if your spirit bears witness to this word. Blessing code 5741 is now active upon your path. Beloved vessel of truth, the atmosphere around you is no longer the same. You may not fully grasp it, but the very vibration of your environment has changed. When Archangel Michael releases a touch upon a soul, It alters the frequency of everything connected to that person. This is why some things that used to comfort you now feel distant, why some voices no longer reach you, and why your old routines suddenly feel too small. You are outgrowing the dimension you once lived in. The shift inside you is heaven's way of moving you from the familiar to the extraordinary. The divine realms are now opening pathways that were invisible before. You might feel drawn toward unfamiliar places, ideas, or people. Do not overthink it. Your soul is being magnetized toward divine appointments. Archangel Michael has been sent as a forerunner to ensure these encounters align perfectly. Nothing about what is unfolding is random. Every twist, every delay, every unexpected opportunity is being guided by divine coordinates. You are walking through what the ancients called the corridor of realignment. It is narrow, but it leads to expansion. In this corridor, the tests will intensify, but so will the grace. You will be tempted to question if you heard God correctly, if your faith is strong enough, if you are worthy of what's being promised. But understand this, the testing is not to punish you. It is to calibrate your spirit for precision. The blessings heaven is preparing to release require emotional and spiritual maturity. Archangel Michael stands beside you not just as protector, but as mentor, teaching you to wield authority with humility. The power that's awakening in you must serve purpose, not pride. There will be moments when silence feels unbearable, when the delay feels like denial. Yet that silence is the sound of angels working behind the scenes. Heaven is rearranging outcomes that your limited sight cannot yet perceive. The seeming inactivity is, in fact, intense orchestration. Every prayer you have whispered in pain has already been collected. Michael is ensuring none of them fall to the ground unanswered. The answers will arrive like a sudden dawn. One day, without warning, everything will make sense. You are being prepared to become a carrier of light in places that have long been dimmed by despair. The divine shift inside you was never meant just for you. It is also meant for those who will be transformed through your obedience. When you speak from the vibration of truth, your words will carry the same resonance as Michael's sword. They will cut through illusion and release freedom. That is why heaven is so careful with your process. You are being refined so that your presence carries the weight of deliverance. And yet, even in this holy preparation, Michael whispers, do not isolate yourself completely. Divine strength needs human connection. Be open to those sent into your life now. They are not distractions but divine helpers, earthly extensions of angelic assistance. They carry fragments of the answer you've been seeking. Stay alert, beloved one, for in the next unveiling, the first visible confirmation of this celestial work will manifest, a sign so precise, so personal, that you will know heaven itself has moved on your behalf. Wait for it. It's nearer than you realize. Type "I am walking in divine alignment" in the comments if this word resonates within your spirit. Blessing code 6610 is now sealed upon your journey. Child of destiny, by now you can feel it. The rhythm of your spirit has changed. You are breathing in a new vibration, walking through invisible doors, and sensing things that logic cannot explain. This is the confirmation that Archangel Michael's assignment in your life is still unfolding. The divine touch you felt was not a momentary spark, it was the ignition of a continuous transformation. You are no longer operating under the same spiritual laws that once bound you. Heaven has rewritten your timeline, and you are now functioning under the law of divine acceleration. Every spiritual awakening begins quietly, but once it reaches full power, it rearranges everything it touches. You may notice how situations that once drained your energy now lose their grip, how people who caused confusion suddenly fade away, and how opportunities you never considered start calling your name. These are not coincidences. This is the realignment of your destiny path. Archangel Michael is placing you exactly where your purpose demands you to be. The inner shift you felt days ago was heaven moving you into position for visibility and impact. But with every new level comes resistance. That is why lately, subtle distractions may have tried to return. Old doubts, unnecessary fears, unexpected emotional storms. These are not signs of failure. They are proof that you are leaving the old cycle behind. When light increases, shadows react. Archangel Michael's presence in your field ensures that these distractions cannot prevail. He is standing guard at the gates of your mind, preventing the enemy from re-entering the space that has been consecrated. You are being trained to stand in authority rather than react in fear. The Spirit is saying now, you have not been forgotten. You have been fortified. Every delay was a layer of strength being built into your foundation. Heaven could not place this level of glory on weak soil. And now, because you endured, you are ready to receive. The divine reason you felt that sudden shift inside you was to awaken you to the reality that your breakthrough is not coming. It has already begun. You are walking through its early stages right now. Look closely, and you will start to see the evidence. It may come as a divine appointment, an unexpected reconciliation, or even a sudden opportunity that seems too perfect to be random. That will be your sign. The transformation inside you is not simply personal, it is prophetic. Your awakening is a signal to others that their time is near as well. When they see your peace, your confidence, your restored energy, they will feel heaven stirring in their own lives. You are becoming a living prophecy, a testimony written in human form. Archangel Michael is using your life as proof that heaven still moves. Prepare your heart, beloved soul, because in what unfolds next, something extraordinary will happen, a confirmation so divine that it will leave no room for doubt. This will not only mark your turning point, it will establish your calling. Stay close to the presence that has been guiding you, for the next revelation will not whisper, it will thunder. Type "I am a living prophecy" in the comments if this truth resonates with your spirit. Blessing code 7722 is now declared over your destiny. Beloved light bearer, as this revelation deepens, you may feel time moving differently around you. What used to feel slow now feels like it's rushing, and what once felt unreachable suddenly seems near. This acceleration is not imagined. It is the divine current of manifestation. Archangel Michael has broken the invisible barrier that once separated your prayer from its answer. The frequency of heaven has found harmony with your spirit, and everything that was delayed is now converging. You are standing on sacred ground, the in-between space where the unseen becomes seen. You may feel unusual sensations in your atmosphere, a strange peace that defies reason, an unexplainable anticipation that seems to come from nowhere. That's because the angelic host is surrounding your dwelling. The realm of light is pressing closer to the physical world. When Michael begins to move, his presence leaves traces in the air, heightened awareness, quickened intuition, sharper discernment. You are not imagining the divine pressure. It's the energy of fulfillment gathering around your life. Heaven's plan is being sealed. Do not be surprised if, in this season, divine reversals take place. Situations that seem settled will subtly change in your favor. People who walked away will return with understanding. Opportunities you missed will find their way back to your doorstep. These are signs that divine order is restoring what was once distorted. Archangel Michael's sword is cutting through the timeline of your pain, removing the years that were stolen. Everything you lost in delay is now being compressed into rapid restoration. The shift you felt was the beginning of a wave that will soon overflow into every area of your existence, your relationships, your finances, your peace, and your purpose. You may also notice your dreams intensifying. The Spirit is using them as a canvas for divine communication. Pay close attention, for symbols, faces, and numbers will begin to carry messages. This is how heaven translates revelation into your consciousness. You are being trained to perceive multidimensionally. Michael's presence unlocks this ability so that you no longer live in reaction to life, but in cooperation with divine design. And yet, with all this divine acceleration, one instruction remains: stay humble. Pride repels what grace attracts. The higher heaven lifts you, the deeper you must root yourself in gratitude. Every miracle, every confirmation, every unexpected blessing, offer it back as worship. Gratitude keeps your flow pure. The moment you recognize that it's not by power or by might, but by divine orchestration, the flow intensifies. Archangel Michael speaks softly. Do not rush this new phase. Let it unfold naturally. For what is coming next requires stillness, not striving. This is not a time to chase opportunities. It's a time to recognize them. Everything that is yours will find you, because divine timing never misses its mark. Hold this truth tightly, for the next revelation will reveal the visible manifestation of your long-awaited promise. You are about to see, with your own eyes, what heaven has been shaping in secret. Stay anchored. Your moment of proof is approaching. If this divine message is speaking to your soul, then show your faith in action. Like this video to let heaven know you receive the word. Share it with someone who needs to be reminded that divine acceleration is real. Comment your testimony below, and let your voice become part of the echo that carries God's light forward. And if you have not yet subscribed, do it now. This mission is unfolding, and every revelation builds on the last. Type "I am in divine flow" in the comments if your spirit is awakening through this word. Lesson code 8484 is now flowing through your timeline. Beloved warrior of light, your presence here is no coincidence. You were guided to this word. When you give into this mission, you are joining heaven's army and spreading the vibration of truth across the earth. Every offering, every seed you sow is like oil poured upon the fire of revelation. Archangel Michael guards the hands that give, ensuring their provision never runs dry. I personally invite you, partner with this divine movement. You super thanks. Join the membership, or sow your seed through the PayPal link in the description. Your giving is not a transaction. It is a prophetic act of agreement with heaven's plan. As you release, may rivers of favor, protection, and divine clarity flow back into your life without measure. Beloved spirit, the world around you may look the same, but the atmosphere within you has been completely rewritten. What you once saw as random is now revealing its divine pattern. Every event, every disappointment, every closed door is now coming together in a perfect symmetry that only heaven could design. The sudden shift you felt within was the spiritual equivalent of the dawn, like breaking through years of hidden process. Archangel Michael did not merely touch your spirit to comfort you. He touched you to commission you. A new authority has been placed upon your life, one that carries the fragrance of purpose and divine completion. Here is something sacred about the silence that often follows revelation. It is the quietness of angels working. You may feel a strange calm replacing old anxiety, a weightless freedom rising where fear used to live. This is what happens when divine order reclaims its territory inside a human soul. Archangel Michael has pushed away the shadows that once whispered lies about your identity. Those lies were never yours. They were echoes from a past you've outgrown. And now, you are standing in your authentic power, the place where your words carry creative force. When you speak with conviction now, heaven listens. You are about to notice the ripple effect of this new alignment. Small acts will produce great impact. Simple prayers will carry unusual power. You will speak peace and see confusion dissolve. You will think of restoration, and it will begin to manifest. These are not fantasies. They are evidences that your frequency hath been elevated. The kingdom within you has awakened. Archangel Michael's sword of truth has separated your divine self from the version of you built on fear. You are no longer surviving. You are now creating in harmony with divine intent. Do not be alarmed if this elevation draws resistance from others. Light exposes what darkness prefers to hide. Some will not understand the peace you carry, and others may question your sudden confidence. Do not explain yourself. Just continue to shine. Michael is shielding your path. Every misunderstanding will eventually turn into testimony. Heaven is your vindication. The same power that parted the clouds in your spirit will part confusion in your surroundings. The truth that lives within you now will begin to rewrite the atmosphere of every place you step into. Beloved, the Spirit whispers, you are not waiting for a miracle, you are becoming one. The transformation inside you is the living evidence that God still breathes through willing hearts. What once broke you now bows to you. The reason Archangel Michael touched your spirit was not just to release breakthrough but to awaken mastery, the ability to walk in divine authority without fear. You have been entrusted with light. Guard it carefully. Feed it with gratitude, prayer, and obedience, and it will multiply beyond measure. Stay close to this message, for the next revelation will unveil a deeper secret, a moment of divine exposure that will confirm exactly why you were chosen and what heaven plans to reveal through you. The mystery is unfolding even as you breathe. Hold steady. Your spirit will soon witness something holy made visible. Type I am carrying divine authority in the comments if your soul bears witness to this message. Blessing code 9317 is now established over your life. Child of awakening, the shift that began within you is now echoing into your outer world. You may feel as though reality itself is rearranging around you, bending to align with your new vibration. This is not coincidence. This is the natural reaction of creation to a soul that has remembered its divine design. When Archangel Michael touches a spirit, he doesn't only cleanse it, he recalibrates the energy field around it. Every thought you now release, every word you now speak, carries creative power. Heaven is no longer something distant from you. It is flowing through you, moving in harmony with your intention. You are beginning to walk under what the ancients called the mantle of manifestation. This means that the atmosphere around your life will begin to respond instantly to your faith. Things will start happening faster, answers will come sooner, people will show up at the exact moment you need them, and opportunities will find their way to you without struggle. Archangel Michael has cleared the energetic blockages that once slowed down your flow. You are no longer pushing against resistance. You are now moving with divine current. But with this flow comes responsibility. Every thought must be disciplined, every emotion refined, for your creative authority is increasing daily. This is why you may feel emotionally stretched. One moment, you are filled with divine peace. The next, a sudden heaviness tries to creep in. This is not regression. It is purification. Michael is allowing hidden fragments of fear and doubt to surface so they can be expelled permanently. You are being refined by light. Do not resist it. When those emotions rise, breathe through them and call on the presence of Michael. His wings surround you even now, burning away every trace of limitation. The fire you feel inside is not destruction, it is sanctification. The Spirit speaks clearly in this hour. Do not shrink from your power. Many are afraid of their own light because they were taught that humility means hiding. But true humility is stewardship. It is the courage to shine brightly while knowing the source of your flame. Heaven is calling you to step into visibility, to use your voice, to walk boldly into the purpose that has been waiting for you since before time began. The divine shift inside you was the final preparation for this unveiling. You were never meant to stay hidden. You were meant to illuminate. You will soon notice how others begin to seek your presence. They will say they feel peace around you or clarity when you speak. That's because your energy is carrying Michael's signature, a vibration that disarms confusion and strengthens faith. Your very presence is becoming a sanctuary. Treat it with reverence. Protect it from gossip, negativity, and distraction. The light you carry now is rare, and it demands boundaries. Archangel Michael is teaching you not only how to fight with truth, but also how to guard peace as a weapon. Beloved, the next unfolding will not just confirm your transformation, it will reveal your mission. The purpose behind this awakening is about to take form. When it does, you will understand why certain doors had to close and why waiting was necessary. The plan is about to be revealed in detail. Stay near the presence that brought you here, because your divine assignment is rising from within the light that surrounds you. Type "I am a vessel of light" in the comments if your heart recognizes this truth. Blessing code 1024 is now active upon your purpose. Beloved soul of purpose, the divine shift that awakened you was never meant to end as a personal revelation. It was meant to unfold into a global ripple. The transformation inside you carries generational impact. Every breath you take now releases the vibration of restoration into the atmosphere. Archangel Michael's mission through you has reached its mature stage, where your inner awakening begins to influence your outer world. You are no longer a seeker of miracles. You are a vessel through which miracles flow. The heavens are not distant. They are synchronized with your movement. Every choice, every word, every step is being infused with divine alignment. This is why, recently, you might have felt the strange pull to separate from chaos, to create silence, to guard your mind. It was not oscillation, it was adhesion. Heaven needed your undivided attention because something powerful is being downloaded into your spirit. Archangel Michael is placing within you the blueprint of your next assignment. You may receive it through intuition, through a dream, through a conversation, or through a moment of deep stillness. But when it arrives, you will know. It will not sound like a suggestion. It will sound like remembrance. It will feel like you are rediscovering what you have always known but had forgotten. In this next phase, divine responsibility is being entrusted to you. The light that awakened within must now be shared, not stored. You were not anointed to hide. You were empowered to lead. But leadership in heaven's language is service. To serve is to shine so that others may see their own reflection in your faith. This is why Michael's energy feels so strong around you. It is both protection and propulsion. You are being propelled into destiny, guided by forces that cannot fail. Every obstacle ahead of you has already been neutralized by angelic command. However, be mindful of this truth. As your light expands, so does your sensitivity. You will begin to feel the pain of others more deeply, sense the spiritual atmosphere of places instantly, and discern energies that others overlook. This sensitivity is not a burden, it is a spiritual instrument. It allows you to minister not just with words but with presence. People will feel healing around you before you even speak. This is the manifestation of divine empathy, a mark of those chosen by Archangel Michael for higher service. But remember, beloved, power without stillness turns chaotic. You must return often to silence, to prayer, to alignment. The noise of the world can dim your awareness if you do not recharge. Michael's instruction to you in this hour is this: guard your atmosphere as fiercely as you guard your purpose. Do not let negativity, distraction, or fear pollute the sacred energy within you. Stay rooted in gratitude. It will keep your light steady. The next unveiling will be the most significant yet, because heaven is preparing to reveal what this entire journey has been leading toward: the divine revelation that will confirm your place in the great design. Everything you have felt, every test you have endured, every whisper from Michael, it has all been building to this. Stay connected to the flow, for what comes next will not only affirm your transformation, it will anoint your mission. Type "I am ready for my divine assignment" in the comments if this resonates in your spirit. Blessing code 1177 is now active and expanding through your destiny. Beloved flame of heaven, this is the moment the entire journey has been leading toward. The shift you first felt within you was not random. It was the sound of heaven preparing to unveil your divine identity. Every word, every stirring, every silent battle brought you to this threshold. You are no longer the one who once questioned, waited, and doubted. You are the awakened soul, standing in alignment with divine intention. Archangel Michael has completed his initial assignment over you, but what he began will continue to unfold through your voice, your choices, and your presence. The touch that started as a whisper in your spirit has now become a current of light flowing through your entire existence. There is a sacred truth you must understand. When heaven releases awakening, it is never for one person alone. It is a seed meant to multiply. You are now the evidence of divine transformation, the living testimony that breakthrough is real. Every lesson, every scar, every tear hath been redefined as light. Archangel Michael's sword did not just destroy your chains, it carved your name into the record of destiny. You carry the signature of divine victory. Wherever you walk, darkness will yield, not because of your strength, but because of the authority invested in you. This authority is not meant to be displayed. It is meant to be lived. Your words will begin to shape atmospheres. When you speak peace, chaos will fall silent. When you bless, doors will open. When you pray, unseen forces will move instantly. You are no longer praying from earth hoping to reach heaven. You are praying from heaven, releasing it into earth. That is the elevation that this awakening has accomplished. You have crossed the veil. Now begins the season of manifestation. Everything you have carried in prayer is preparing to take form. You will see sudden shifts, relationships aligning, opportunities multiplying, resources appearing effortlessly. This is the visible manifestation of the invisible preparation. Heaven's timing has matured, and Archangel Michael is now standing as witness that your covenant is active. You have graduated from waiting into walking. The divine current beneath your life is now unstoppable. But remember this, beloved one, power without remembrance becomes pride. Always remember where you came from and who carried you through. Gratitude will be your shield against spiritual decay. Continue to bless others. Continue to release light. You are now a living instrument of prophecy. The fire that once purified you will now flow through you, awakening others who have forgotten the sound of heaven's call. That is your true purpose, to ignite awakening wherever you stand. Archangel Michael's final message for this moment resounds through eternity. Do not look back. What you left behind was preparation, not punishment. Ahead of you is promise. Step forward with confidence. Walk in the divine light that has claimed you. The old cycle is complete. The new covenant is sealed, and heaven stands in witness to your transformation. If this journey has touched your soul, declare it boldly. Like, share, and comment your testimony below. Let your words become the wind that carries this revelation to others who still wander in confusion. And if you have not subscribed, now is the time. Every new release carries divine codes that will continue to strengthen your walk of awakening. Stay connected, stay grounded, stay burning for the light. Type "I am the fulfillment of prophecy" in the comments if this final revelation speaks to your soul. Blessing code 9999 is now permanently active over your life and lineage. Chosen vessel, this message was not entertainment, it was encounter. If the light of this word has stirred your spirit, do not let it end here. Your giving keeps the stream of revelation flowing, reaching hearts that are waiting for hope. Every seed you sow through super thanks, membership, or the PayPal link in the description becomes a spiritual key that unlocks new awakenings around the world. The act of giving is itself prophetic. It declares, "I partner with heaven's mission." As you release your offering, the same anointing that flows through this message will begin to move in your life. Archangel Michael guards those who sow into divine work. He multiplies their resources and shields their homes. Step into divine reciprocity now, release your gift, and watch the rivers of grace, protection, and divine favor flood back into every area of your life.